What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phones and Drones. For those of you that follow the channel, you know we did a lot of conversations, hands-on video, and looks at those new Ray-Ban stories. So, we did these, we did the transition lenses, but one thing we didn't talk about yet were Easy Babies. Do you guys remember these? Those are the original first-gen Snapchat spectacles. And they came out with a little bit of a bang. The designs were not that intuitive, they were really kind of off the wall. And we're going to go into this and really break down the differences between these two, but what a substantial difference now these make. It's pretty crazy, actually. Look at that. One looks like true sunglasses, and the other one looks like a novelty item that I don't even know. I don't know what I was thinking buying these back in the day, but I love the thought process behind what it was capable of doing. So I want to give you guys a closer look at these. We'll throw in the Ray-Ban Stories transition lenses ones with those olive green frames, but I want to let you guys see these side by side to see how far they've come from those first gen spectacles to now the Ray-Ban Stories. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, first things first, let's talk about this carrying case. You can see it has Snapchat or Snap logo on it. It's a hard plastic case with a felt or some sort of fiber cover to it. It's probably gonna be a little hard to see in the video, but again, similar mentality, but just feels a lot cheaper in hand. Once you open it up though, you get a similar style case to charge these headphones. The charging port on this is obviously on the right instead of the left. No big deal, but yeah, and you would be able to get a couple of charges out of this case. Snap came out with a number of different designs. This was one of them. And one thing I did like with this design is that they did not house all of the internal components on the side. They actually put them in the very front of the frame on both sides to keep the actual ear loop and all that thinner. Now, having said that, this only does have one camera, it doesn't have two. You only get the camera features, you don't get the touch control, there are no speakers built in. So it's very much more limited than what you're getting on the spectacles. Similar to what Ray-Ban did recently, there is a round version of these, but these almost look a little more like cat eyes as opposed to just the true round look that those Ray-Bans offer. I thought originally when I bought these would look pretty sweet, but not so much. For the time, again, they've been a couple of years old at this point. They did the job, they sufficed for a couple of second clips, but these were purely used only for Snapchat. You could not use these and export it to another service or another app. This was it. You use these for Snapchat, and that was all. So the connection, the housing, the charging case did work out nice. I've had no issues with these while I used them, but again, the design is really what throws you off, or at least me personally. Moving on beyond that, you obviously do have those other Ray-Bans we showed in the intro, which truly do look like traditional sunglasses or traditional Ray-Bans. These are Wayfarers, they kept the same name, they didn't come up with a different kind of gimmick for these. Obviously, yes, they have the Stories monk ear, but they're still Wayfarers nonetheless. And they look great. I've said this in all the videos I've done in regards to these frames. They look like true Ray-Bans. It speaks volume for the design that they were able to fit actual speakers and touch controls into the frame itself, in addition to those two cameras. I like it, guys. I've spoken on these numerous times and stated how well I think Ray-Ban and Facebook did with these. Again, really, all the credit goes to Ray-Ban because they were in charge of the design. Facebook just provided the technology. And you can see the big difference between this and what you got with the Snapchat spectacles. Beyond that, if you wanted something you can wear at any point in time, they have obviously a number of different options. I think there's like 20 different style varieties where you could get actually transparent frames or just blue light glasses. So these are those transitional frames that go from clear to basically they're their well-known iconic green look, the dark brown frame. But again, you're getting all of those new features in an everyday wear use case scenario. You can wear these indoors or outdoors and have that ability to have those cameras at your disposal whenever you need. So if you are inside recording a video, or I'm sorry, if you wish you had the capability to record a video while you're inside, you're obviously not going to be wearing your sunglasses inside, but you can have these in and have that same capability to record on the go. It'll be hugely beneficial for a lot of people that either don't need prescription lenses, or even if you do, that is another option you have available to you, since these do come with prescription options. Beyond that, I found myself wearing these a lot around the house. I have a little one, and even more so recently, we went to the pool, and it's nice to be able to have something that looks like transitional or regular glasses that have these capabilities right on at all times. So, having said that, the one downside is these are not waterproof. They actually say keep away from water. I didn't get them splashed or anything like that, but just something I did want to call out for you guys. Beyond that, just the sheer design language again of these spectacles leave a lot to be desired. So let's actually open these up side by side and you can see just what I'm talking about here. So look just how much thicker the actual frame is and just how much larger the lenses. There's a substantial difference here, obviously, as far as design and form over function for these stories. These were a lot more limited, but again, they were not hefty to wear. You can see just how limited Snapchat has the ability with their design language to go about these. This was the original charging button, or power button I should say, to start and stop it. Just, it's not inobtrusive, needless to say. But how Ray-Ban implemented that is a lot more seamless. You can't even tell it's there, as opposed to what you're getting on those Ray-Ban stories. So, a little different. You can see the branding similar way though right inside here. It says spectacles, but just how much wider and larger the frame is just due to everything being compacted in this little housing. Beyond that, the earpiece had enough little cushion in here, but it was not the most comfortable to wear. With the Ray-Bans, with the stories, I have had no issues with comfort. They don't even have that rubber piece. They just sit comfortably on your nose. Again, I think the Facebook is off on the right track with these. Letting an actual design company and glass company come up with these was a huge, huge investment that I think is going to pay off. I don't know who, honestly, would pick these stories nowadays when you can get something as similar as a traditional pair of lenses here. I think it looks great. I think they're just more useful. You'll wear it in a lot more use cases. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at those original spectacles with this year's Ray-Ban stories. Thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up this video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.